Hey there, you filthy animals, Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of Porta-Patty. This is a portion of the GTM show where we like to check out refrigerated and frozen sandwiches and burgers and like-type items. Today, we've got something from a brand that we've never done before. This is from Better Bakery, and it says always handcrafted. This is the pepperoni and cheese pizza melt. So this is the package you're looking for. If you're looking for this in stores, take all that in. Look at that picture right there with the pepperonis and the cheese hanging out the end. And while you're taking that in, I'm looking at the back of this box right now. There's a lot of information on here. I'm just going to show you the back real quick. You can pause the screen and read that yourself if you want. On the front of the box it says sliced pepperoni, real mozzarella cheese, and pizza sauce, rolled into soft pretzel bread sandwich topped with Parmesan cheese and herbs. However, on the back they get a little bit more descriptive. They let you know it's hand topped with tasty Parmesan cheese and herbs. We hand cut baguette slits to allow even baking throughout our sandwich. Real mozzarella and cheese, sliced pepperoni from end to end so your first bite is as good as the next. Soft flavorful pretzel bread, hand rolled, it's delicious, baked or microwaved, and loaded with sliced pepperoni, real cheese. They keep reiterating that over and over again. Let's crack this open and pull one of these bad boys out of here. Alright, see-through packages. Not too shabby. We've got cooking instructions on the individual package as well as on the box, so I guess if you're tossing this into your lunch, taking it for work or whatever, you don't have to have the box with you. That's always a good thing. So you can see by the size of my hands the size of what you get, and yeah, take a good look at that. So yeah, so we can see our crumbles of, not a whole lot of it either, but crumbles of Parmesan and herbs, which just look like black burn marks on it. We do have cheese from end to end, not so much the pepperonis. So let's take a peek at our cooking instructions here. Microwave, that's what we're going to be going with because that's how most people are going to be preparing this. For the type of item that this is, kind of like Hot Pockets, grown up, more mature, older brother. I wouldn't say this is the type of item that you're going to be buying as a meal, like, oh, this is what I'm going to have for dinner on Thursday night. No, this is like an on-the-go type of thing. You're probably not going to have a conventional oven handy when you're having this, or Hot Pockets, something like that. So we got two different sets of instructions, one for microwave, one for conventional oven. We do have separate instructions for refrigerated and for frozen. This one, I'm going to say this is kind of half and half. It's in between refrigerated and half frozen. The refrigerated has you microwaving on high for 1 to 1.5 minutes, cooling for 1 minute, and the frozen version has it for 2 to 2.5 minutes, allowing to cool for 1 minute. I'm going to say this is probably closer to frozen than it is refrigerated. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this up for about, I'm going to say 2 minutes. And then we'll check it out and see if we have to throw it in there for another 30 seconds or not. So I'm going to go do that. And then we're going to come back and we're going to check out what we got. Alright, stick around. Alright folks, I'm back. I've got our Better Bakery pepperoni and cheese pizza melt out of the microwave. We cooked it for about 2 minutes. And yeah, here's what we get. Boom. You can see it's blasted out at both ends. So now it really does, like the box says, it has it from end to end. Every bite has a little bit of cheese and pepperoni. It's very soft from being in the microwave. I'm pretty sure if we had done this in the oven, it would have been crispy, you know, it would have been a little bit of a crunch and a crackle to the touch. But yeah, microwaves, that's what you get. I'm going to cut this bad boy in half, let it cool off a little bit more, and we can get a look at our cross section. So bam, that's what you get. You can see how much pepperoni they've got stuffed in there, and as we've already seen, it does go all the way to the end of this. They're calling it a sandwich. And it's not exactly like a Hot Pocket either because it is open on the ends. I'm going to chalk this up to pepperoni roll. I'm a little bit skeptical of the flavor of this now because of being in the microwave. I'm not quite sure how this pretzel is going to taste, but it really just looks like somebody rolled up a slice of pizza. It looks like pizza dough, pepperonis, mozzarella cheese, red sauce. Alright, here we go. Yeah, pretty much tastes like just like I said, a rolled up slice of pizza. Let me hit it again. Still searching for that pretzel flavor. Now, no pretzel flavor on this whatsoever. It really comes across tasting like extremely undercooked pizza dough. It's got that kind of a chew to it. You know, it doesn't break down. It just kind of gets like mushy. It's also not loaded with the pizza sauce, the red sauce, the tomato sauce. There's just enough there basically to kind of wet the dough, and it seems to be helping along with like gluing this whole thing together so it doesn't unravel. Once you get into this and start eating it, you quickly realize that there's not as much pepperoni content on there as what first, you know, appears to your eye. I usually don't like showing bite marks, but as you can see here, you got pepperonis, and then this entire half, nothing. It's just red sauce and not even cheese. It seems like all the pepperoni and all the cheese is all on this one side, or squirting out the other end. As we see, that's where most of our cheese has escaped out. Now the Parmesan cheese and the herbs that are on the top, wouldn't even know that they were there. You might get a quick little bit of the texture at the roof of your mouth when you're first biting into it of that stuff, but there's no transfer into the flavor of any of that. It just really tastes like the dough, the pepperonis, and the sauce. Can't really taste the cheese that much. We see it's there, but it doesn't really have a flavor of its own. Now this really doesn't come across as anything more than, you know, maybe slight step up above a Hot Pocket, but it's extremely close. I don't think there's much of a wow factor here. I don't think there's anything here that you wouldn't get from a pepperoni Hot Pocket. Yeah, I'm going to have to give this a 3 out of 5. So 3 out of 5, that's average. You know, it'll do. It'll get you through to your next meal. It'll do in a pinch for work or maybe taking it to school, something like that. It's a snack, but it's nothing that's new. It's not groundbreaking. It's not wow. It's nothing that you couldn't get from products that have been on the market for years that come in at half the price. This was close to $4, and you get 2 of these bad boys in a box. So, you know, you take it from there. So if you had this already, the Better Bakery Pepperoni and Cheese Pizza Melt, let us know what you think down in the comment section. You can also follow me on Twitter at TheRealMrDirty. As always, get out of here and go dab a rotten day.